Hey, welcome back everybody. Today this is a follow-up on my last video, which is the easiest way to mount a photograph for display. So subscribe to the channel and check that video out. So what we're going to work on now is how to install some standoffs to give us the floating effect with the photograph that we just mounted on the MDF hardboard. So what you're going to need for this project, of course, is your mounted photo on the MDF hardboard. You're going to need some standard 1x2 lumber. You can get this at your local home improvement store, or you can rip these down off of a standard 2x4. You're going to want a framing square, some glue, some good woodworker's glue, a measuring tape, pencil, and you're gonna need they call it a flush mount canvas hanger. And you're gonna need something to weight your boards down with, and I'm just using some bricks here. So the first thing we wanna do is flip this picture over face down onto a nice soft surface. I'm putting it on a towel here that I have over my workbench, and it'll keep that photograph from getting scratched or marred up. Next thing you want to do is you want to cut your boards. You're going to need 4 boards, 2 for the side, 1 for the top, 1 for the bottom. I like to cut the side boards 9 inches smaller than the photo is tall. You measure the height of the picture, subtract 9, and that's going to be the length of your side pieces. And then the top and bottom pieces are going to be the width of your photograph minus 8 inches. So the width minus 8. So by doing that, that'll give you the proper spacing around the edges of your photo, so you can't see this standoff board when you're looking at the photo. So our next step, once we get the boards cut to the length that we need, we want to mark on the outside edges of this board. That way we don't mess up when we glue these things down. Okay? So you're going to want to mark on each side 4 inches, 4 inches, and then on the top and bottom 3 inches, 3 inches. Measure off 4 inches with your framing square and mark that. You do the same thing on this side. 4 inches. Mark off with your framing square. Top and bottom, you're going to want to mark 3 inches on each one. So now that we've done that, you can see here we have our reference marks. That's going to be the outside of our frame. And it just gives us a nice square to reference and do our work in. Now all you got to do is start gluing these things up with some good woodworker's glue. Once you get each piece glued up, you're going to go ahead and just put it down right here on the line. Use some weights. Go ahead and weight the standoffs down. And we'll wait a couple hours for this to dry, and then we'll come back and put the hanger on. Okay, we've waited for the glue to dry. So now what we're going to do is go ahead and put our hanger on. Remove the bricks. You can see here this is a flush mount hanger. And that's what we're going to be using, so it mounts flush against the wall. Very important to make sure that your mounting this on the correct side, which would be the top. So this is the top. So 22 inches, so half of that is 11. Gonna mount that. Mark that right there. I use a center punch, just so it's easier to get that screw started. And I like to put a little bit of glue on this, just to give it a little bit more support. Little Phillips head screwdriver. I like to wipe off any excess glue. There you have it. Nice floating picture mount frame. So make sure you subscribe, share. If you have any comments, leave them down below. I always get back with everyone who comments. So thanks a lot. Until next time, from Stonebrook Adventure, bloop.